Today we're going to install some speakers in a 2012 Hilux, just using everything original, all the same plugs and everything. The speakers I got are just cheap Kenwood, 300 watts, better than the original. So step one is going to be remove the door panel. It's got to remove sail trim here. Should just pop off like that. You've got a little screw in here, and if you're like me, you've got POV pack version, so wind up windows. I'll show you how to get the clip out of that too. Good little trick that I learned. So I'll just get these screws out. Sorry guys, I've got to mention there's this little clip here that sits in there. To get it out, you just push that in with like a pen or something and it'll go forward and you'll be able to pull that out. So if you've got a window winder like me, old school, you want to get a cloth. It's going to go in between the little white disc and the actual handle itself. And you kind of just, there we go, pop it up. Just be careful, it can spring out sometimes. That's the little sort of circlip pin that goes in there, and that just comes straight off. Then you can just gently pry or at the bottom like that. Lifts up. And that's the door off. Alright, with the door off now, we're going to want to just unplug this little clip. I'll throw up a wiring diagram so you can work out what's positive and what's negative, because we're going to reuse this as well. And it's for the other side. The next, you're going to want to get these out. It's kind of like a factory sort of pop rivet in there, so it's going to want to get a drill and just carefully drill them out. Alright, just drilled those out now. Speaker should just come out. It's got a little tab there, doesn't just pull straight out. Alright, now you're going to see this is quite soft here. It's just like a little bit of material. It's got a little ridge there, so you're going to want to cut the whole way around this ridge. Probably just use a knife of some sort. I'm just going to use a little Stanley blade. Alright, so the speaker's all cut now around there. It's still got 3 bits of plastic here that need to be cut out, and you've got 2 little wires there. We can just cut those as well. Alright, now we've got the speaker cut out of the adapter. We're going to just come back over here and get that plug so that we can put the wiring in properly. I know pink is positive on the front left hand side, so that one there is going to be the positive. This is just the wiring that came with the speakers, so that in there is what's going to plug into our speaker. And these little ends here, we've got negative is the black white, and that's our positive. I'm just going to strip them back a little bit. Only a couple mil there. Alright, we've got those soldered on there now like that. Let's give it a little tug, make sure it's secure. Alright, now we're ready to mount the speaker to the adapter. Alright, so that's the speaker in there. Just going to take that cover plate off. We'll just mark the holes here for where the speaker plate actually mounts. Now I'm going for a no fuss fit, so I'm not going to worry about this. But if you do want to do that, you've got to cut the door out, which I wasn't that keen on. So I'm just going to mount this into that bracket. So I'm going to go through the holes just here, another one here, there and there, and just put the 4 screws in that actually came with this kit. And I'm going to pilot drill them first with a very fine drill bit. So what you are going to be drilling to, there's this little ledge just in here, and that's what you're going to want to put all your screws in. You can see I'll just start a little hole over there, so I'll just drill another 3 and get that speaker mounted. Right, that's the last screw in. The speaker is now got 4 in there, holding it into the original bracket. You can see on the back here we've got these, and we're going to plug this into there like that. And as you can see, that's in, and they're all nicely soldered in there. Alright, so speaker's being mounted back in. I just opted to pop rivet that back in. You could, I don't don't know, put nutserts in if you really wanted to get fancy and get screws. Make sure you click that back in and just put the door panel back on now. Alright, so when you're putting that back together, got your little clip out. I don't know if you can see there's a little arrow there, so the clip's going to want to come in from the bottom. Like that. That little thing goes in there like that, and then you literally just push it on, clicks on, that's that done. If you get that in, you just reset that again now, so you just push it so it sits out, that will click in like that. Push that in, that locks that part in place. Last little sail panel, that's super simple, just make sure you line that up with that hole in there. Push it on, that's good to go. The other side is exactly the same. Obviously the wiring colors are different, but you just check that wiring diagram